నాయకుడు యువ నాయకుడు గౌరవనీయులు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ముఖ్యమంత్రి శ్రీ వైఎస్ జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి గారి తరఫున ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన రాష్ట్రీయ అంతర్రాష్ట్రీయ అతిథులు జాతీయ అంతర్జాతీయ అతిథులందరికీ స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. ఈ ప్రత్యేకమైన సందర్భాన్ని అంటే ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ గ్లోబల్ ఇన్వెస్టర్ సమిట్ 2023 ఈ ప్రత్యేకమైన సందర్భాన్ని పురస్కరించుకుని ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన వాళ్ళందరూ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ సామాజిక ఆర్థిక అభివృద్ధిలో భాగస్వామ్యం తీసుకున్నందుకు మీ అందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. నేను తెలుగు అమ్మాయిని, ఆంధ్ర అమ్మాయిని. నా కోహోస్ట్ అపేక్ష గారు కూడా తెలుగు మాట్లాడతారు. కానీ మీ అందరి దగ్గర ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాము. ఈరోజు ఈవెంట్లో అంటే మన సాంప్రదాయం సంస్కృతి ప్రకారంగా అతిథి దేవో భవ అనుకుంటాం కనుక ఇక్కడ జాతీయ అంతర్జాతీయ అతిథులు వచ్చి పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్నారు కనుక ఎక్కువగా ఈ ఈవెంట్ మేమిద్దరం కూడా ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే హోస్ట్ చేయబోతున్నాము. ఇవాళ రేపు మీ యాంకర్స్గా వేదిక మీద జరిగేవి ఇంకా వేరే సెమినార్ హాల్స్లో జరిగేవి వివరంగా మీకు వేదిక నుంచి చెప్తూ ఉంటాం, తెలియజేస్తూ ఉంటాం. కానీ ఎక్కువగా ఇంగ్లీష్లో తెలియజేస్తూ ఉంటాం బికాజ్ వీఆర్ అన్ ఇంక్లూసివ్ కల్చర్ అండ్ therefore ladies and gentlemen, I request the audience to please be seated. I request the audience to please be seated. So I switched to Telugu, which is the local language, as many of you may know. And I was letting our local audience know that my co-host Apeksha Bhatt and I will host the event in English, for we are an inclusive people and an inclusive culture. Apart from that, some other things that you must know about the state of Andhra Pradesh and why it has earned the reputation of being advantageous to business, trade and industry are as follows. Under the able leadership of our young and dynamic Chief Minister, the Honorable Shri Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy Garu, the state has ranked number one in ease of doing business for 3 consecutive years. And that's not all. This is not a random ranking. This is particularly significant since it's based on stakeholder feedback. Then in the financial year 2021 to 2022, Andhra Pradesh had the highest gross state domestic product at 11.43%. Next, with a 974-kilometer long coastline, the state has 6 active ports with 4 more under development. And of the 11 industrial corridors under development in India, 3 pass through the state lines of Andhra Pradesh. In fact, Andhra Pradesh is the only state in the country to boast of this benefit. As a state with abundant natural, human and infrastructural resources, given further impetus by industry-centric policies and a proactive government, the theme of this event, Advantage Andhra Pradesh, where abundance meets prosperity, rings true.
Namaskaram, Namaste, Namaskara, Vanakkam, Shubhechao, Namaskar, Kamagani, Annyeonghaseyo, Guten Morgen, Bonjour, Konnichiwa, Ni hao, and a very, very pleasant morning to you all, ladies, gentlemen, and honorable guests. It's an honor to wholeheartedly welcome this august gathering to Mana Andhra Pradesh. In other words, Andhari Pradesam, Mana Andhra Pradesam. Andhra Pradesh is a state deeply connected to India's rich history and heritage. The state traces its roots in some form or the other since Vedic times. Over the centuries, the state has evolved and moved from strength to strength. It has transformed into a progressive state that has stayed ahead of all others in all aspects. Blessed with the presence of the holy shrines of Tirumala, Srishailam, Simhachalam, Ahobilam, Annavaram, and Vijayawada and Kanakadurgamma, it weaves love into the hearts of people with Dharmavaram, Mangalagiri, Venkatagiri, Upada, and Kalamkari. It flows abundantly like the rivers of Krishna, Godavari, Tungabhadra, and Penna. The rich art of Lepakshi and Kondapalli Bommas awaken the child in us. The Andhra cuisine is amongst the best, and the pickles being the queens. Avakaya is a show stealer along with the Andhra Mata Gongura. And to tickle the sweet taste buds, the Kakinada Kaja, Bandar Laddu, Achayapuram Bhutarekulu are here. And the 2 days of the summit will be music to our ears, like the creations of Tyaga Brahmam and the devote Annamaya Garu. Summer is fast approaching, and the most exported fruit, Banganapalli mango, is from Mana, Andhra Pradesh, and Nujavidu Rasalu being in a league of its own. So, we really hope you get to taste all of this when you're here in our beautiful coastal town of Visakhapatnam. Over these 2 days, we will hear from the titans of the Indian and global industry who will share their experience of establishing businesses in Andhra Pradesh and their plans for themselves and for also the growth of this wonderful state. And it is indeed abundance and prosperity here at Vizag.
The 13 sectors of focus for the conversations at this summit over the next 2 days will be aerospace and defense, agriculture and food processing, automobiles and electronic vehicles, electronics and information technology, healthcare and medical equipment, industrial and logistical infrastructure, MSME and startups and innovation, petroleum and petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals and life sciences, renewable energy, skill development and education, textiles and apparel, tourism and hospitality. Now, in these conversations across sectors over the next 2 days, you will hear lived experiences, unbiased, well-validated commentary from sector experts on the steps that have been taken in real time by the government of Andhra Pradesh to promote sustainable growth in these sectors. As also communicated on the event website, we would like to take the opportunity at this event to showcase some of our strengths and how this has become an investor-friendly government. An enigmatic and creative laser act to showcase how potential meets progress, innovation meets industry, and how abundance meets prosperity in Advantage Andhra Pradesh. Ladies and gentlemen, the laser act.
We request you all to please be seated and enjoy this wonderful act. Thank you. Before we go on to the laser act, we would like to reiterate that today we are here to celebrate this iconic state and to herald the new path that is being chartered towards a future of abundance, prosperity, and success. There are a lot of activities that are planned at this wonderful inauguration for all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and we are sure you're all going to wholeheartedly enjoy it. And for all our dignitaries who have come from all over the world, we are hoping this is going to be a very, very pleasant introduction to our Indian culture and taste, and also the culture of our wonderful state, Mana, Andhra Pradesh. We are awaiting the arrival of our dynamic leader, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, who will be very happy to welcome you all, the people from all over our country, and also the people of Andhra Pradesh, and also particularly the dignitaries who have come all the way from all over the world. We are here to make it a wonderful, memorable, and a pleasant experience for one and all. As we are getting ready to showcase the laser act, we humbly request everybody to please be seated. Kindly be seated. We can see a lot of people all around standing.
అతిథులందరినీ కూడా కూర్చోమని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నామండి. చాలామంది ఇప్పుడు కూడా నుంచుని ఉన్నారు, అంటే హాల్స్ సైడ్లో అండ్ హాల్స్ మధ్యలో. లేజర్ యాక్ట్ అనేది అందరికీ కనపడేలాగా ఉండాలంటే ఆడియన్స్ మొత్తం కూడా కూర్చొని ఉండాలండి. సో వీ రిక్వెస్ట్ యూ టు ప్లీజ్ బీ సీటెడ్.
అందరూ కూర్చోవాలి అని కోరుకుంటున్నాము. ప్లీజ్ బీ సీటెడ్.
There are a lot of people standing to the side of the halls. We request you to please have a seat and put your mobile phones on silent. It's a humble request. We are expecting the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and other esteemed guests to join us at the venue any moment. And it would be great if all of you are comfortably seated with your mobile phones on silent at the time that we welcome them. So the other thing I'll tell you while we have the time right now, as Apeksha Garu already listed, she listed several of these mouth-watering food items that are available in Andhra Pradesh.
And I hope everybody gets to taste all of that.
Yes.
Do not forget to taste the spicy pickles and also the wonderful sweets when you're here.
And the food is spicy in Andhra Pradesh, in the south of India especially, and I would say even for the good part of the Deccan and the north of India, Andhra Pradesh has one of the spiciest cuisines, but it's not this hard spice that sort of hits you. So do be adventurous while you're in the city and try out the food. You're also in one of our coastal cities, so you get to try some of the Andhra seafood.
Of course, it's the land of the best chilies. So obviously it will be put to best use, and that's why the best pickles come out of here.
Yeah.
We really hope you're having a pleasant experience as you have arrived here and you're seated. And we promise that it's going to be a wonderful show for all of us today, and a landmark one too for development.
So even as we will be hosting this event in English, just a little trivia for you is that Telugu, which is the local language of Andhra Pradesh, is the second most largely spoken Indian language across the world. Just FYI.
We are expecting our Honorable Chief Minister to arrive any moment. Request everybody to please be seated. Vizag today is looking like a new bride with the arrival of dignitaries from all over the country and all over the world, and of course from Mana Andhra Pradesh. There has been a lot of planning and detailing that has been put into this massive event so that everybody has got something to take back from here at the end of these significant 2 days. And we would definitely like to hear back from you about the experiences that you had in Vizag when you were here, especially from our international delegates.
Also, as you might, when you have time, you might want to go shopping a little bit and take back some mementos for friends and family back home, especially those of you who are not from India, who've come from abroad. So some of the things that you can look at are handlooms. We have hand-woven fabrics in India, and Andhra Pradesh has some particularly unique kind of weaves because we also share a border with Orissa. So we have these mixed weaves that are both Telugu as well as Orissa weaves.
Yes, of course.
And we have these wooden handmade toys that are very, very, very unique.
Kandapalli Bammas?
Yes.
Okay. And the filigree art of Orissa also has got, as Orissa and Andhra are very close, the filigree art is very famous. That would interest you. Don't forget to take some of the weaves, some of the toys, and also some of the sweets and the spice from here. Spice meaning the pickles.
And you do in fact get pickles in both vegetarian and non-vegetarian pickles. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in welcoming the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu. Thank you, sir, for joining us, and thank you for ensuring the execution of this massive event, the Andhra Pradesh Global Investor Summit 2023. I request all of you to join me in a round of applause to welcome the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. It is under his tenacious, determined vision that this event today has been possible. And thank you all for joining us.
It's going to be a wonderful 2 days under the dynamic leadership of our wonderful Chief Minister, who always thinks of progress. And we are glad he's here, and now we are announcing the Laser Act.
We request all the dignitaries on the dais, as well as our esteemed guests in the audience, to please have a seat as we prepare the Laser Act for you. We request all the dignitaries on the dais, as well as all our audience, members in the audience, to please have a seat and put your mobile phones on silent.
Please be seated and enjoy this wonderful show.
Finally come to unleash a new era of progress and development. A time to build and connect. To bring in waves of transformation and herald winds of change. For dreams to take wing and ambition to take flight. Here in Andhra Pradesh, where innovations meet industry, where potential meets progress, and abundance meets prosperity. The time has finally come, not to predict the future, but to own it.
Wasn't that wonderful, ladies and gentlemen? Can we hear a generous applause for that show? An act that showcased how potential meets progress. Moving on, we invite you all to join us and mark the beginning of the proceedings with the state anthem. Please put your hands together for the disciples of Sangeeta Sudhanidhi, Srimati Gummaluri Sharada Subramanyam, Bhavana Yadavilli, Garikipati Shamala, Pampana Shri Kanyaka Sivani, Dr. Chandani Shri Saudari, Jandyala Vidyashri, Aravilli Lakshmi Jnanada, Chaganti Saumya, and Potharaju Aditya Ram, who will be presenting the state song
తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు కడుపులో బంగారు కనుచూపులో కరుణ చిరునవ్వులో సిరులు చొరనిల్చు మా తల్లి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు గలగల గోదారి కదలిపోతుంటేను బిరబిరా కృష్ణమ్మ పరుగులిడుతుంటేను బంగారు పంటలే పండుతాయి మురిపాల ముత్యాలు దొరలుతాయి మా తెలుగు తల్లికి మల్లె పూదండ మా కన్న తల్లికి మంగళారతులు అమరావతి నగర అపురూప శిల్పాలు త్యాగయ్య గొంతులో తారారు నారాలు తిక్కయ్య కలములో తీయందనాలు నిత్యమై నిఖిలమై నిలచి ఉండేదాకా రుద్రమ్మ భుజ శక్తి మల్లమ్మ పతి భక్తి తిమ్మరు సుధీయోక్తి మా చెవులు రింగుమని మారుమ్రోగేదాకా నీ ఆటలే ఆడుతాం, నీ పాటలే పాడుతాం. జై తెలుగు తల్లి, జై తెలుగు తల్లి, జై తెలుగు తల్లి.
Wasn't that a beautiful mellifluous rendition of the song? Thank you so much to this group of classically trained singers. They are trained in Carnatic music, which is one of the classical forms of music in India, very popular in these parts.
We request everyone to please be seated.
Please be seated. We request everyone to please be seated. I now request the Director of Industries, Commerce and Export Promotion, Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Srijana Garu, to come and set the context for this event, as well as to welcome the dignitaries on the days towards the Jyoti Prajwalana or lighting of the lamp.
Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy Garu, and leaders of the business, tycoons, media friends, dignitaries on the stage, off the stage, a very good morning. Today marks a very important day for all of us as we celebrate the Advantage Andhra Pradesh, where abundance meets prosperity. This Global Investor Summit happening in this beautiful city of Visakhapatnam is a witness and testimony to our state's industrial-centric policies and its ability to attract investment from across the globe. We as a nation strongly believe in Vasudhaika Kutumbam, that translates to world as one family. I am witnessing an epitome of that phrase here today as we have the diplomats, business delegates, industrialists from more than 20 plus countries gathered here to propel and be part of our growth story of Andhra Pradesh. In these 2 days, we are not only going to witness the abundant flow of investments, but are also going to learn from the keynote addresses of great and eminent leaders of the country and stalwarts of the business world, and importantly experience the soul of Andhra Pradesh. The State Pavilion showcases the caliber of the state in manufacturing, services, MSME and startup ecosystem. The spirit of Telugu-speaking people has always been entrepreneurial, and we have amongst us and on off the dais such people. Apart from signing MOUs, we have discussions across 15 sectors. These are just among the few exciting activities, events in front of us these 2 days. But before proceeding any further, as part of our tradition and culture, for every good deed, we begin with the divine intervention of the Almighty God and seek the blessings by lighting of the lamp. It is my privilege to welcome all the dignitaries on the stage to please proceed for the lighting of the lamp. Thank you very much. I request the dignitaries to please proceed for the lighting of the lamp ceremony.
Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, may we move from darkness to light, like it is said in our wonderful Sanskrit language. May the future of our wonderful state of Andhra Pradesh, and thank you, Dr. Srijana Garu, for this auspicious start. వేదిక మీదకి వచ్చేసిన పెద్దలకి వారి కరకమలతో జ్యోతి ప్రజ్వలన జరిపించినందుకు ధన్యవాదాలు. Welcoming is a pleasant task. Now, it's an honor to invite the Chief Secretary to the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. K.S. Jawahar Reddy Garu, to welcome this august gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Sri Y.S. Jagan Reddy Garu, Honorable Ministers from the State of Andhra Pradesh, top industries leaders of Indian industry and the representatives of Indian industry, ambassadors, high commissioners, deputy ambassadors, representatives of various foreign missions in India, officers and advisors from Government of India, Government of Andhra Pradesh, various dignitaries, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to the Andhra Pradesh Global Investors Summit 2023. We are privileged to have you here in this beautiful state of Andhra Pradesh, where opportunities are limitless and prospects are endless. The summit is a celebration of our dedication to fostering investment in our state and celebrate and accelerating economic growth. We are pleased with the advancements we have achieved in recent years, and we are even more enthusiastic about what lies ahead. The residual Andhra Pradesh state is quickly becoming a center for business, technology, and innovation. We have developed an atmosphere that is welcoming and fosters investment with strong emphasis on boosting ease of doing business. The state has undertaken several measures to strengthen its infrastructure, including construction of ports, airports, and road network, as well as the creation of industrial corridors. With a focus on skill development, the state has created a pool of skilled workforce to satisfy the demands of diverse sectors. The state has also put in place a number of initiatives to minimize cost and risk of doing business, including streamlining processes and creating single window system for approvals. I believe that this summit will serve as a platform for investors to connect, collaborate, and explore Andhra Pradesh and its advantages. Thanks to the richness of natural resources, talented people, and advantageous location, Andhra Pradesh is an excellent destination for investment. Through this summit, we intend to emphasize our state's potential and our numerous initiatives to encourage investment in a range of industries, including manufacturing, infrastructure, agriculture, and tourism. I am confident that this summit will be a platform for fruitful discussions, constructive partnerships, meaningful collaborations, and memorable experience for each one of you. Once again, I would like to welcome you all to the Global Investor Summit 2023. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, Dr. K.S. Jawahar Reddy Garu, for sharing your views with this audience. Ladies and gentlemen, abundant with advantages in every aspect, geographical, agricultural, industrial, and infrastructural, Andhra Pradesh supports the success of industries through 8 themes. They are conducive business environment, robust industrial infrastructure, strong logistics infrastructure, strategic location, quality power and water availability, industry-ready skilled workforce, raw material availability, low cost of doing business. all of which provide nothing but opportunity galore for industries to prosper here. To give us a better understanding of each of these 8 themes, we invite the Honorable Minister of Industries and Commerce, Infrastructure and Investment, Information Technology for the Government of Andhra Pradesh, Shri Gudivada Amarnath Garu, to please address this audience.
Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Y.S. Jagannath Reddy Garu, distinguished business tycoons on the dais, respected ambassadors, Your Excellencies, country industry delegations, captains from the industry associations, industry representatives assembled today from across India and Andhra Pradesh, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you and a warm welcome to our state of Andhra Pradesh and to our ever bustling, ever vibrant, ever growing, the city of destiny, Visakhapatnam. As we have assembled today for the Andhra Pradesh Global Investors Summit 2023 in Visakhapatnam, you will get a chance to hear about the remarkable advantages of the state, the varied opportunities that the state holds for investors from all walks of life. It is a very proud moment to each of us in the state to witness the remarkable response to the summit from all of you. Being on stage today with the who's who of the industry, Indian industry, and seeing the packed plenary hall today and reflects the tremendous confidence that the business ecosystem has in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and also the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, the dynamic Y.S. Jagannath Reddy Garu. Today, Andhra Pradesh is rapidly growing, progressing under his clear directions across all dimensions. Our Honorable Chief Minister has set a path for balanced regional development and sustainable economic growth, inspired by the Navaratnalu, an elaborate model of governance comprising of a welfare and inclusive development-driven society. Our Honorable Chief Minister has ushered in a paradigm shift in governance in the state. His clear message for all of us has been to handhold entrepreneurs from conceptualization to commissioning to marketing their products. As a state, we are committed to reducing risks for industry and lowering costs for doing business, while providing a strong industrial ecosystem for all of you. The state of Andhra Pradesh is blessed with a government with complete political stability, with a strong political mandate. The governments can drive decisions which are not short-sighted, but aim at creating a wonderful future in the extended term. This kind of stability of government has provided the confidence that the industry requires to thrive in the state, focusing on long-term sustainable growth. The state's consistent number of ranking 1 in ease of doing business is clear reflection of this confidence shown by the industries in the state. Andhra Pradesh today offers a bouquet of opportunities of investors across the board. The state offers immense support to firms whether they are looking at taking advantage of global trade winds and investing in manufacturing of electronics, bulk drugs, textiles, whether they are large energy developers looking to tap into the huge potential of the state by building state-of-the-art energy storage systems or green hydrogen production plants. The state has always been home to technological savvy youth who are focusing on emerging technologies to solve today's problems or building state-of-the-art medical equipment that can save lives. Andhra Pradesh infrastructure has enabled creation of large clusters to develop petrochemical processing areas, pharmaceutical hubs, food processing clusters. Our strategic location helps transport goods both inward into the Indian hinterland or outward to East and Southeast Asia. Truly advantage Andhra Pradesh is an apt description of the